But for Lola, this might even be the Starseed deck from Rebecca Campbell. I can't make this up, guys. Look at this. It says, water is your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. We're getting a very watery energy coming through. A longing for home is coming through on this. Flip this down so you can see the cards. But we've got Hyreth, longing for home, homesick for the stars, water your garden, nourishment, body, and care. This is like beyond the self-care. This is beyond the self-care, like go to the spa, get your nails done, da, da, da. This needs to be a practice over and over and over. This is something that is not just a necessary to take care of yourself and put yourself first, but over and over you need to acknowledge and prioritize what it is that you need in order to move forward. It needs to become habit. It is a retraining. Lifting the veil. There is a retraining going on. This says questioning everything and anything unaligned must go. This is what you're learning to do. With this one, the longing for home, and this lifting the veil, there's a connection that has to come through. There needs to be something that's a deepening of your spiritual practice, a deepening of your self-care, taking care of that first instead of putting off whatever your need is to the end of the day. I'm going to give you a metaphor that isn't spiritual, but it's how it needs to be done spiritual-wise. It's like when you have your little kids and they're all getting ready for kindergarten, first grade, whatever grade, and you do everything under the sun, get them out the door, and by the end of the day, you're exhausted. If you do that same thing for your spiritual care, you're going to be exhausted. So if that means you need to get up a little bit earlier, if that means you need to do something more for yourself first before you get into the list and all of the to-dos of the day, whatever it is, this needs nourished first. Water your garden first. This is huge for you. There's something about the rose quartz that wants to come through. There's something about Avalon that wants to come through quite strongly. Now, I tell you mermaid stuff. I tell you Atlantis, Lemuria, and Avalon is coming through very strongly on this. There's some priestess energy and work that you need to do. There's some priestess rituals. It's almost like you need to do a self-initiation and then allow yourself to have a certain part of your practice that would go forward. So if your self-initiation is you take a spiritual cleansing bath and you really have everything set so you can release and let go of things, or maybe you do it in a different way. I would think it's more a spiritual bath than like a burning ceremony because the water comes through so strongly. But if you are going to do anything that's a burning ceremony, make sure that you bury and ground whatever it is you want to be burying. So if you're burning intentions, whatever this is, it needs buried. If you're doing the bath, it needs cleansed. Whatever this practice is, that is your initiation, your ritual that is honoring self, and then put into practice the things that you need to do that layer on top of that. Again, the layering is important. The unexpected, faith, the warm moon, and actions. The blue moon comes through, the warm moon comes through, and action comes through. And I don't have all my oracle cards memorized. They don't follow the same structure as tarot, but on the back, I wrote the words that I liked from the book, and this is what I wrote. Resilience leads to surprises. Trust yourself, take clear steps, and delight in miracles. On this one, it says fertility, trust in love, expansive, give more to self. Can't make this up. Give more to self. Faith in our own focus, dreams, signs, and nature. And then this one, responsive, ready, embrace, joyful growth, step-by-step action is a part of our humanity. It is like you're waking the fairies. Why am I getting that now? Some people will put out food for the fairies in Ireland or in some of the Celtic places where they honor the fairies and gnomes and the fae folk and all of that. Some people put out offerings for the fairies, offerings and gifts for the fairies, and this is what it is. And I am getting very much the fairy energies and awakening the fairy inside, awakening that aspect of self, awakening the Avalonian energy. This is awakening something that's very, very connected to the past era of time that we would associate with Avalon, that we would associate with Celtic cultural stuff. This is what's coming in here. Then we've got the sea medleys. That was the last one. And the Lemuria cards. Let's get one of the Lemuria. Again, I'm getting little tinkling bells on the wind. I'm getting streamers of pink ribbon coming through. There's something that's coming through, and it is very much how you're honoring and reconnecting. There's streamers of pink ribbon, which means feminine energy coming through, coming through, coming through. And taking care of the fairies and tending to that aspect of yourself is hugely important. Yeah, Chris is saying make a fairy garden. Yeah, and whatever that looks like. Maybe you put a fairy garden and you don't have fairies all over the place. You just have certain flowers that attract butterflies. Maybe you have a certain spot in your house that you just make a little extra pretty, a little extra space to stop, where you have your rose quartz and different crystals or different things that are your widgets and tchotchkes and things that mean something to you. Make it a sacred little space that you can have. It's different than an altar, and it's a different energy, and it brings forth playfulness. Again, the pink ribbon, and also like pink feathers. These are the things that are helpful in reminding you about this gentle energy coming through. Now, these are the first 3 cards that I've got from the Lemurian deck. I shuffled and stopped, and this is what we've got. This one's strongly associated with Mount Shasta. This is when you're anchoring in light and you're putting ley lines in. This is about, this is saying that when people were aware Lemuria would be destroyed, some of them went to Mount Shasta, and about connecting and how connecting to greater insight helps you. Now this is the big. Look at this, look at this. This is saying reclaim your energy. This is put your crown back on. This is you have the power to own your energy and choose where you direct it. This is something huge. And there's something about directing the energy in the field that's coming through here. It's coming through here. It's big. After you have done whatever it is that is the initiation for yourself, your own way of honoring yourself. You don't have to be spooked by the word ritual or anything like that, but your own way of honoring yourself that marks a commitment to self, a devotion to self. Things amplify. This is what we're seeing with our crown being on, amplified. Then we're seeing things interweaving and stacking up. And this is about Solaris, sublime. It's the fire element. And this is talking about how you live in a dualistic world. We live in a dualistic world, but there also needs to be a connection and the uniting of it, understanding both sides of a thing and bringing it together. This is accepting our light and our shadow that helps bring us together. Now, what else do we have on this one? And hopefully you can see that all right there. I'm going to flip these so you can see them your way too. Okay. Hopefully you can see that all. I want to see what the sea medleys have to say. This faith one is coming in so strong right now. This is saying travel. It says seeing the surface of the ocean isn't the same as seeing the deep coral. There's something about the deep dive in the faith that has to happen for you. This is huge for you. And this is asking you to travel. It's not just asking for the travel that we physically do. It's also asking for us to take the time to travel, explore the Akashic field, explore the records, explore the whole space that is our subconscious a little more deliberately. Deliberate exploration, like when you do things in your dream space, in lucid dreaming, and then you find that you're able to alter the dream, those kinds of things. You might have a dream that you've gone into for years and years. You might find that you go into it and you've either outgrown it, it's outdated, or there's something that is a new lesson that hasn't been there before. It feels very strongly, whatever that recurring dream is, you need to go in there and be lucidly aware. Don't let go of the dream too fast. When it comes to you, when it comes wherever it is, whether you're wandering halls or looking for something, wherever it is, and then you're like, oh, I gotta pee, I'm aware of this. Nope, go back into the dream for a little bit more if you can. And ask your mind, ask your subconscious to allow you to see where it is that you're traveling to. It does feel like you're navigating through halls and navigating through the Akashic field right now. Yeah, this is a time that I would recommend dream journaling for you, big time. The next one up is the card that says wild. It says, believe in otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink in the sunshine. Gorgeous. Drink in the sunshine and lifting the veil coming through quite strongly. Fire energy here coming in quite strongly. This is what's come through. That feels very complete. Have the faith that what you're seeing and what's being allowed to move through you is meant for you to see. It's not just, oh, you're making up stories. Oh, your mind's just playing imaginative games. No, Spirit is trying to get through. In whatever crack you'll allow Spirit to come through, it wants to get through and teach you and open up new ways of thinking. New revelation is such a loaded word, but that's what it feels like. New revelation, new personal revelation for you about what's going on. Shasta is huge with the codes. Shasta is huge with the codes. Huge. That's why I went out to Shasta earlier this year, and it was gorgeous. And we went and saw Crystal, and We went and kind of drove through California and quite a lot, and there's an energy there. There's a way we anchor in and connect with different places and spaces and anchor down and hold light in certain place, even if it doesn't feel like we're doing much. This is important for us. Important, important. The unexpected is going to happen if you allow your dream space to be more fluid and more lucid. And that's what I've got. That feels very complete. You're ready for this. You're ready to be able to do this more, and you're ready to be able to go to your dream space as if you're going to a specialty school for learning, because that's really what's going on. Okay, that's complete. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous energy in that one. Love it, love it, love it. All right. We put those here and put these back, and we'll see what's going on next. Okay. That was amazing. Thank you. You're so welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. Okay, so I think we have Krista next. Is that right, Kim? You let me know. And then I thought I saw Gloria come through, so you let me know, but I think that's the order or the sequence. But yeah, you never know what's going to come through on the blinds. Okay, Gloria did cash up for the blind, and I think Krista was next on the list. So, Kim, if you let me know, then we will go for that. Okay, and we'll see what we can get this to do. Just 1 second, guys. My iPad is being kind of a dork, but we'll get it. Krista for the bones. Oh, the bones. Okay, you got it, Krista. Just 1 second. We're going to do what we can do. Okay, Krista for the bones. Now this is Jillian somebody's Naked Heart Tarot mat, reading mat, which I love to do with the bones. So we're doing Krista for the bones next, and then we'll do Gloria's blind after that. So this is what it is. I want it to be facing me upright. It would be way too confusing otherwise. So we're going to do that next. Krista for a bones reading. Now these are the cards you can see that bones I like to have for these kinds of readings. Give me just a second. We're getting Antique Anatomy coming through. Okay. And then we're going to go in the bones. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so this is what we have for the bones read. This is the conscious thoughts, subconscious thoughts. This is the straight line going through, and then we're going to throw the bones across the top of these. It feels like some shadow lessons are coming in that you're, I want to say working with, but I'm also getting the word warring with. So this is telling me something that's coming through that the work has to happen, the work needs to be done, but it's a lesson that maybe you don't like, warring with. It's like when we're warring with our own self is what I'm getting. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, you've got a lesson coming through very strongly here. We've got the higher self and motherhood coming through on this bone. This is very, very much the feminine energy in pink, and then this little bone that is strongly, strongly connected with it, attached to it. The shadow lessons of mothering and how we self-mother, sometimes also including of the mother wound. What we've got down here is the Four of Cups. This is refusing to see something. We've got this coming through here, which is the Knight of Coins. The preparation to move forward with the Knight of Coins. The direction needs to go this way, but it's not quite ready to there. Your subconscious is nudging you forward, allowing you to leave something behind. You're not quite ready to look at the mother wound enough. Yeah, it needs examined. It needs examined a lot. The positioning and the colors, Mindy, this is something that I got shown from Grandma. So just so you know, the positioning and the colors relates. There's different positions that mean different things. So if they're standing solo or if they do different things, if they're crossed a certain way, there's positioning and stuff on that I can explain to you later, but we're reading through here and we're reading this. And when I'm lost in the reads, I'm going to be lost in the reads. So we're going to keep going. This one is directionality of lavender. This is crown energy coming through. Big time, big time. Third eye crown energy, pink crown energy, also the feminine. So color has a lot of associations and symbols with it coming through. Those are coming through here. As we go here, we're seeing the Six of Wands. This is a victory, victory, victory. This is something that the subconscious has to get through. Now here, when we're seeing this brown or rust or orange color, this is to do with the chakra that is to do with creation, how we create. And this is something that's interesting because the creation has been asked for, called for, wanting you to move forward, but there's been an intercept. It's almost like there's the positions of the tango and the kiss, but it's on its side. Again, yeah, we're getting this going to am I enough type of energy coming through here that is bigger than what you would realize. This is what's coming through on the subconscious. This is asking, am I enough? Am I enough? Am I enough? And co-creating. Sometimes we think of co-creating, we only think co-creating with partners or people that are here on the planet. But what I'm saying is we co-create with the divine every day. Every day we're creating and manifesting and calling forward what we want to have come through and come to us. This is huge for you. The gold energy and the raw energy is on here, and it's barely whispered on here. Look for your clairaudience to open up and lead you a little bit further on this. This is when you look for lyrics to drop. This is when you think you might hear your name. This is when you hear the wind, basically, and you pause and you slow down. There's a whisper of gold on this bone, and I'm going to try and show you. I don't know if you'll see it, but you can kind of see the reflective right here. And then on this other side, it's the underneath that's raw. Then you can kind of see the gold that is on there going forward. It's huge. It's going to take a little bit of doing to get over this hurdle of is there enoughness, and are you in your heart space? This is a big thing coming up. This is the battle going on for the heart space, for the devotion to self, for the self-love that's coming on right here. And this is the path moving forward. I'm going to show you down here how I'm seeing it. It's right here. This one's leading forward. This one's trying to lead forward. This is the honoring the heart that you're getting to. It's going to take a little bit of doing. Time is laying out this way for me. This feels like we're into the new year here. This feels like now. This feels like perhaps December into January. January is right about here. This is what I'm feeling. So we've got now. We've got as we move forward, and this feels December into January. What do we got going on the conscious? Things that you are aware of. You've got the calming tonic here, and this is the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia playing into this. No wonder. So when we have nostalgia, we have an over-idealized sense of the past. We have an over-idealized sense of how it was, or the happiness, and we have over-idealized something means we've over-romanticized, made the notion those were the good old days, when sometimes they were damn tough too. Don't let nostalgia disrupt you. You can honor what was in the past, honor the innocence and the friendship of the past, but also honor the wisdom you've gained as you go forward. It feels like there's a little bit of rose-colored glasses on the past. Doesn't need to be there so much anymore. So be aware of when you fall to that, when you think everything was easier or better or lighter then. It wasn't. Everybody is pretty much just doing the best they know how to do. Coming up in the center of this, I'm seeing the Fool. This feels like December into January. You're preparing for 2026 to come in a little bit early, and you're walking into this really, really beautifully. Honoring again, you see the orange and blue through here. You see it through here. Here, 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 here. This is where you need to honor the things. So it's the co-creation chakra and speaking your truth that needs to be coming through and done more and more and more. Now here going forward, you see this tower, and this is a beautiful rendition of a tower. It's all the wisdom, all the lessons, all the narratives that were told before need to be let go and seen through a different lens. Now you have here with the bones, let me show you over here. This one here. This is high purple, high third eye and crown opening. Big time, big time, big time. This is what you're headed towards. And it's solo. It's standing on its own. It's not It's not matched up with others. It's not fallen with others. This is how it's landed. It's solo, the high solo of the third eye opening and your spiritual lessons and growth. And it's leading you here. This is where you're going to speak your truth more and honor what you're seeing more, honor your own vision more coming through here. Now let's go back through the middle line and see what we got. What I'm seeing here laying out is the 4 weeks of the November into December. So I would start this week as week 1, approaching a new spiritual practice, approaching a new thing. This is little shades and glimmers of the purple coming through. This is when we're doing third eye work. This is when we're seeing things a little bit differently. And then we've got the Queen of Coins, the one who says, you know your worth, you know your value, knows how to turn the tumbleweed into the Christmas tree, knows exactly what she's dealing with. This is what it is. This is assessing all of what you have, seeing your assets and liabilities and integrating them, bringing them together more and more and more, understanding your sense of security as you do this. Now, what we see right here, these came up in individual lines, but in a pattern. Not quite the Three Amigos here. If it was Three Amigos, one of them would have landed like this. But this is what's coming up. This is step, step, step. It's coming in as weeks. Then we see the Suit of Coins coming in. This is 6 of Coins. There's victory on this by about 2.5 weeks coming through here. There's also something here with this particular deck in the Bones reading. I'm going to show you. This has like the tailbone, the pelvis area, the sacrum area. This is what is sacred and the parts of creation that are sacred. Again, we're going to reference the co-creation, but we're also referencing our sacred self in that way. It's more than just the root chakra of security and sensuality. It's more than that. And in massage school, when they teach cranial sacral work, they're teaching everything from the tailbone to the skull, right? And aligning the spine and allowing space between the bones of the spine that allows for healing and harmony. There needs to be a little bit of space as you align and move forward. This is what's going on here. And there is victory in doing that for you. This is like, if there is something that you're doing physically, if you're feeling it in your hips, whatever it is, pay attention to what your hips are telling you. Pay attention to what your bones are telling you. Pay attention to what you're creating, what you're opening up to. This is huge for you. Now going forward through here. As we look through here, the subconscious gets even stronger through here and through here. What we're seeing is the purple and blue blend here. This is speaking the truth, speaking your truth to power, speaking your truth, standing in your truth, going more and more and more, and more clarity is coming through there. There's a harmonic coming through here. We've got these blues coming in. This is a mixed blue on this bone coming through. This is by the 4th week. This is your voice really feeling much more strong. It's what you might claim, what you might want to declare, what you might want to say, what you might want to speak becomes known to the bone, known inside. And it's a truth that you cannot deny. It's a truth you cannot avoid. It's just what's moving through and forward for you at that time. Now we're going to go towards the heart of things here in the center. Center of the bones here. We've got the 6 of elixirs here. That's an interesting. I read this as the 6 of elixirs. This is the king, and this is the 6. So if they are inverted in their space, I'm going to read this with this meaning because I read this meaning through to you already. This is also talking the forget-me-nots. They're coming through here on this one really strongly. Let me show you this card. They're coming through very, very strongly on here. And what is it up against? Oh, mental anxiety and stress coming through here. The 9 of Swords. So what you've got here is the 6 of Cups that we talked about, that I read when this is the King of Cups coming through. Give me a minute with these. Okay. All right. What I'm getting, the forget-me-nots, the pansies, the power of having plants around you, the energy of having plants around you. This is something that helps anchor and ground you. This has helped you be emotionally calm. So whether it's lavender, whether it's pansies, whether it's forget-me-nots, there's something that's a little tiny flower that helps reassure and comfort the heart is what I'm getting. And this is something important to you. There is something magical about that. When we talk King of Cups in tarot, we're talking about the keep calm and carry on. This is coming through as comforting, and this is old. This is old grandma in the garden kind of energy. There's a reason to plant flowers. There's a reason to honor beauty. Beauty for beauty's sake needs to be here. If the divine creator has put flowers in the world, has put butterflies in the world, has put beauty in the world, it is our job to look for beauty everywhere we can see it. And it's our job to allow more of that in. It helps lighten our spirit, lighten our heart, and it helps us to not get overly anxious. There is comforting things like just the scent of lavender can be enough. Not the color of it necessarily, but for some, yes, the color, but the scent of it alone can be very, very comforting. It's a huge, huge thing for us. This is important for us to remember. As we think of nostalgia, it needs to not be overly rose-colored glasses. It needs to be honestly acknowledged and take the comfort from that in order to move forward. Now, what we're seeing down here, let me flip back down to the bone so you can see again. We got these ones going forward, and they wanted to go forward like this, and I think it's more of a cross. This one is direction after sacrifice. This one is very, very directional. It's meeting of the minds, but it's directional after sacrifice, and this is where the meeting of the minds comes in. This is something historic. I want to go to these bones real quick. What is the historic notion that needs to come forward and come through that's going to help drive for the rest of it? Again, we're in December land here. We're in the time of December. There's a completion and a truth coming through. There's a completion that you knew from childhood that you will get reaffirmed in December for you. This is a world card coming through. Hopefully you can see that. And then we've got clarity, huge as can be. Ancestor knowledge coming through on this. Anything else? It feels like there's one more in here. We're going to pull. Whoa! 2 more. We got the Page of Cups coming through. And we got the 4 of Coins. Don't refuse whatever this is that's offered creatively. There's a creative gift that comes forward, and it feels like it's ancestral. It feels like some of your ancestors had this same gift. So whether their gift was reading cards or painting pictures, or their gift was cooking or baking, it doesn't matter. Whatever this is, connect with that ancestor when you're using that creative gift. It feels like there's more than one coming through, but it feels like one that is strongly connected with the ancestor wants to come through, helping you forward. There might be something as simple as a recipe that's a holiday treat recipe that you do to connect with the ancestors. It might be just when you decorate, how you decorate for the holidays coming through. Whatever it is, it's coming through strongly, and it's a meeting of the mind. The ancestor wants to show up for you in December. The ancestor wants to bring this through. And I can hear Yana laughing like, oh, you know how she laughs. And this is what it comes through as a delightful surprise. And a low belly laugh and surprise from the other side, a delight in December coming through. Okay, moving forward towards the end of December and into January. All right, hang on. Okay, now this is a little bit quicker. This is a little bit where sacrifices come in and made over this period of time, and we're going from December into January here and into here. Now here we have the Ace of Coins. The reward is coming through here. We have the Tower up top, and we have all of this 7 of Rods, really, really worry coming through here. There's a sacrifice that's been made. By the time you get to this point, it's a pretty big deal. The reward has come in. It's like whatever this is that you're practicing, that you're aligning for the next 4 weeks, it's like it gets amplified as you move further on, and it will draw that 2026 faster towards you. It feels like you're going to get 2026 faster than the rest of us. It feels like it's speeding up a bit. Is there any clarity on the ancestor? Okay, we're going here. This is not a bones deck typically. This is the one that's calling. Hang on. It's the ancestor that's really, really proud, really, really visionary, somebody that has great vision, very, very much pride with this ancestor, one that cleans up really, really nice. This feels like it's going back. It feels like it is feminine energy, like grandmother energy or great-grandmother energy, somebody that was very proud in a good way, very proud, cleaned up, really nice, maybe not the wealthiest person on the planet, but pride. This is what's coming through from this ancestor. And it's not just that they're proud of you, it's the pride of themselves that is the hint. This ancestor was proud of the progress they had made, and their single-mindedness, really, really focused on this. That's what's coming through as the answer to that question. What we've got here is the 6 of Coins coming through. You share, you get more. You give, you get more. This is something you already know. The ancestor's bringing forward the gift for you going forward after the sacrifice. The big reward came through right here. And then the universe is trying to gift you towards, I would say, probably mid part of January. That's what we're seeing here. Anything else? The clarity that came through here, it also is represented here. Same. It's the Ace of Swords. This is clarity of thought, clarity of mind. It's like whatever it is that you want a clear cut for next year will be very, very clear to you. Probably by the 3rd week of December. You'll know what you want to prioritize and how you want to move forward. This is what's coming through. Trust what's being led forward for you. Trust the third eye to open more and more and more as you go. Anything else? We'll look one more. One more about this. Yana is saying that you know the friends of the friends. So it's the best I can tell. Yana is telling me this ancestor knows the friends of the friends. So this is like, I would say at least 3 generations back, maybe further than that. The friends of the friends. That's what she's giving me. 2 of Pentacles. There's going to be a juggling and a balance, and this is something that's meant to come forward. Let go of the loss. Let go of the loss. This is something you're going to be clear on. One other thing. The Chariot. It's bringing forward balance for you with this. Let me show you these. This is what's come out. The 2 of Pentacles, the wisdom of the snake, the Oribus, all of that. You know those signs. The 5 of Cups. Knowing what the loss is and then pivoting towards what remains that's more important, that needs to be acknowledged and balanced. And then the Chariot coming through. The momentum will be in 2026 for you, and it's going to come probably that 3rd week of January. You're going to feel things taken off. You're going to get 2026, shades of 2026 coming in a little sooner for you. The friends of the friends. This is something big. This is something about how you celebrate and are celebrated by your friends. This is how your ancestor, maybe your ancestor was a social butterfly and really liked to network. Maybe your ancestor was super, super creative. Whatever this gift is being amplified in you now. That's complete. Wow. That's what I got. That was gorgeous. Very beautiful. And that was a bones read, guide. That was a very big bones read. So, yeah. I don't know if my sister has ever seen me read bones. So, hold on to your hat, Mind, if you hadn't seen me read bones. I come from a pretty conservative bunch. And so she's asking because she's the one that got a kidney transplant this year. So she's had a few things to do. So she's been pretty busy. But that's what was going on. Gloria for the blind is next. You got it. Let me clean this up and get a little water, and we will see what's going on in Gloria's blind. All right. 1 second, guys. I want the Lantern Oracle. I'll make sure I've got, yep, that's the Lantern Oracle. The Heart Oracle. Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, this is what we've got for you. You're welcome. You are so, so welcome, Krista. Okay, we've got the Wounds to Wisdom cards. Then we have the Lantern Oracle for Gloria. And then we have, I think this is the Healing Heart from Ina Segal. And then this is, I think maybe it's called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. So that's what we've got. So that's what we're going to look at for Gloria for her blind. Wounds to Wisdom. I think we only need 2 out of here. That feels right. Just 2. This is saying healing takes time. Now, interesting, we've gone to this healing oracle here and here really, really strongly. And the first thing up is healing takes time. The next thing out is you're more than your pain. This is letting your pain, your story, your narrative, your experience not be all there is to you. Don't let that define you. It's a part of your journey, but it's not all of who you are. So this is huge. Healing takes time. You're more than your pain. We're going to look at the Lantern Oracle. It's a very, very healing deck. And this one a friend of mine told me about and I got, and it's just gorgeous. So let's take a look. Because healing is a process and we do it all along the way. It's not an end game. We're constantly healing. It's like learning. That feels too many. Take the bottom. Wow. Okay. There's something coming in. You've got radical honesty and radical curiosity. And this is believing something different than the facade that has been. That's huge for you to acknowledge, to notice, and to do differently. This is huge coming up for you. Then we have the radical curiosity coming in here. And this is coming in right on top of the inner life. There's something that you need to be curious about as you go forward, where you're exploring your inner life more and more and more. This is huge for you. Now, what we see here, this is saying your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. You're not going to let just weeds there. Be careful what you're consuming. It's like you've done enough of the battle. Yeah. I'm getting the warrior as a child coming through here. It's not so much Joan of Arc and time to fight, time to fight, time to fight. The battle is over and done. The child needs healed. The inner work, the inner garden, what's cultivated, what you draw in, what you focus on needs paid very close attention to right now. And then this comes through. This one says renewal, regeneration, and this says regeneration with decay. It's like when you fertilize the ground and then it takes a little while for things to grow. But when this one came in, drumming came in huge, huge, huge. Give me just a moment with this card. This is giving me that you have traveled a long distance to be able to heal this far. It's something that's gone on for a long time, or something that's taken a long time to begin the healing process, and you need to keep walking forward, walking forward. This is not the time to pretend that it's all fixed, all better. No, but you are significantly down the path where the healing has begun in a good way, and it will continue to get stronger. It's like the mending has happened. The wounding that has happened, whatever the wound was, it feels like if you were to have a big cut on your arm, and then it would start to scab over, and then the scab starts to fall away. That would be the stage it's at, but it feels like a spiritual thing. It feels like this is something that's a narrative from the past that you don't have to carry anymore, and it's just going to become one of the scars that you have on you. It doesn't have to be the whole story. What else do we got here? Okay, these are just the words coming through. It's I've traveled far through a dark and lonely night, the darkness of the soul that has impaired the vision, impaired the sight. You've traveled far, keep traveling on, keep going higher, higher still, going higher, moving further and higher towards the star that guides. This is what's coming through. It's almost as if a poem is coming through. It doesn't match any lyrics that I know, but those are the words that come through. You'll understand those. You'll hear phrases and pieces of those. They will come through for you. You will understand it. Okay. We've got the trapped heart and the curious heart. And this is the Healing Heart Oracle. We've got the number 7s coming in. We've got 17 and 7. This is when we're advancing, moving forward, when we're evaluating, we're seeing things different. But this is saying the trapped heart, and it's saying step outside your comfort zone. This is why you have to keep going, keep going, keep going. And this is saying the curious heart. You got the radical curiosity here. And it's seeing for the first time every time, having the child's vision, if you can. Embark on the greater achievement. This is what's coming through. We had Wounds to Wisdom is the name of this oracle deck. And that's the one that is coming through. And this is all of what's coming through. I'm getting the word tincture. Why am I getting that? I'm getting the word tincture as if it's something that you were to develop or create. There is something tincture. It's not elixir, it's tincture. It means you have the essence, the scent, the main component of something to take in, to draw in. And we've got release and new beginnings. So I'm going to show you these. There's release and new beginnings. This is huge coming forward. When you let go of the trapped heart, when you are radically honest and radically curious and allow yourself to move beyond the narrative that you've been told, beyond the labels, beyond the old roles, beyond the old stories, into something new, that is when you step into the new beginning. That is when that comes for you. It's going to be hard to let go of some of this stuff. This is showing us surrender. And you know, I love the butterflies. You know it. You know it. This is death and rebirth and healing, all of this. But you have to let go and eventually get off the branch and fly. You know this. You know this. Surrender. It's time to let go of that old definition, that old story of who you are, and renew that inner child stuff. Renew what it is you know about yourself that wasn't told to you by others. Renew what it is that is who you are again. Anything else? You're going to hear that word surrender come up quite a bit. Listen for the words that you hear again and again. You've got release and new beginnings in here, but you're going to hear release and surrender primarily a lot. If you were going to see this in Tarot land, you would be singing the Hanged Man. You would see the Hanged Man. It's a willing surrender, a willing sacrifice of time to let go and release so you can see something from a different point of view. Final thoughts. Celebration. Love it. This is where you're moving toward. This is really being in your power, being in what is your truth, walking in your truth, your way, differently, and really, really proud and really, really aligned with who you are and who you want to bring forward. No more is this old thing there. You don't even care. You don't even worry. It's not worrying about trying to tie yourself in 15 pretzel knots to be somebody else or be for somebody else or do for somebody else. It's just being who you are, exactly as you are. That's what's coming through. That's complete. Holy cow, that was gorgeous. And the tincture is something that's important. It feels like something that you would run across. I don't know if you do oils or naturopathic type stuff or whatever, but that's coming through. Tincture is coming through. So for some people, that tincture might be a literal tincture. For some people, it might be chamomile tea at night. You'll know better than I, but that's what's coming through. Oh, you're so welcome, Gloria. You are so, so welcome. And hugs back to you, honey. Yeah, that was a gorgeous, gorgeous one. Gorgeous reading. Absolutely beautiful. You started oils? Okay, so look at different tinctures because there might be something in there that's really something that is of significant value to your health and well-being. All right. Wow. That is wild. That is wild. Okay, let me put those there. I'm going to switch out the tray and get some water, and we'll see what else is going on. The paid list is open, guys, if you want to get on it. And we will keep going for a little while, see what's what. And I got a new tray here. We'll put this one here. And okay, let me get some water. Yeah, you can't make this ish up. You really can't. You really can't. It happens all the time. All the time. All right. Okay. So I thought we might do some of the astrologicals earlier. Let me get those. And this is the little astrological set I thought I'd use this week. So I think I'll pull one or two astrologicals for the collective, and then we'll do what else, whatever. We'll see what's going on. You used to do your own blends eons ago. Yeah, Gloria, they're pretty fun. I have some certain oils that are really great oils and super fun. It's interesting to see how they work. It's interesting to see. You might like one that I liked was called Serenity, and I have another one called Lucid, and they're for helping you sleep, helping the dream space. There's some of them that'll wake you right up, like peppermint will wake you right up, and it's a good time for you to check those out. All right. We've got Aquarius coming through. We're going to see what's going on for the Aquarius collective. We're going to the Radiant Essence Tarot. I think that's what it is. There's another name that's on this tarot, and I don't have the box handy, but I think it's Radiant Essence and something about chaos or something on this one. So Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know today? Wow, let it freaking go, for heaven's sakes. Let it go, let it go, let it go. 15 shades of shit do not need to be here. This is the let it go. Going, El Gano. 10 of Swords. This is not the Hanged Man. This is their version of 10 of Swords. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let the mystery reveal itself and unveil itself. Let it have the time it needs to unveil. 3 of Cups. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the magic that you are creating. Celebrate the magic that comes with transforming. You know, we talk about transforming and transmuting, and we forget that the process in and of itself is pretty magical. When we're trying to transmute energy, say we need to have a good snotty cry. There's a cathartic thing that comes after the big snotty cry, right? but it needs to be had. And this release, I mean, our brain is doing all kinds of chemical stuff after we have this kind of big cry. And then we feel usually relieved afterwards, or more at peace with whatever it is that we had mourned. And it feels like this is something we need to remember, that it is a process, that there is magic in the transmuting. It's magic in the process. It's not just the outcome. It's also understanding the value of the process of letting something go that's huge. The Seven of Cups. Quit avoiding whatever it is and choose a new choice. This is what's coming through for this. The magic needs to be there. Be deliberate in the choice that you have. Be deliberate in celebrating yourself. Be deliberate in the choices you make. You've got side by side the High Priestess and the Magician coming in on this. This is a big, big thing. Big time for you. For Aquarius, you need to celebrate. Lift the glass. Celebrate. Don't be tolerated. Be celebrated. Be among the circles of support that really, really help you. Be among the circles of support that lift you up, that raise you, that elevate you. These are the ones that celebrate you, and this is what you need to look for. All the little things to celebrate are huge important for Aquarius right now. So Aquarius, that's complete. Okay. That's what we have for that. This is so affirming. Good, 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 good. And I saw somebody that said they had the same shirt that I do, so awesome. Yeah, it's a great one. It's a great one. So that's what we've got. Okay. Let me get a little sip of water. The paid list is open. If you want to get on the paid list, let Kim know. This is kind of how it goes. And this is how you can pay right here. The payment information is right here. Let me get some water and we'll see what we want to do next. Okay. Anything from Gogs? Yes. Yes, but there's a different deck that he wants to go to. He usually goes to the Druids deck, which is the Druid Craft deck. I'll show you some of this. This is usually more of his style. Really, really old Druidy type stuff. But I'm going to the Anna K this time around. We might leave the Druid Craft right nearby just in case. Anything from Gogs. I almost did that one before the Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with Gogs. Okay, usually he's out where he is, that deck really is his embodiment. It really, really strongly is. Usually he's outside, but he's coming indoors. This is interesting. He's coming indoors near the fire and near where his table is. Like, this is a old world living, old world type of elements. It's like before electricity, long, 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 way back in Druid time, yeah. He's coming into the hearth. Now let's see what's going on. What does he want us to know? He wants more people at his table. Okay, this is what we're getting. We got the High Priestess, the Five of Rods, the Lovers, Death, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now I need to flip this so I can read this for a moment. There's something about he wants more people at the table. He's wishing for times that were more peaceful. The Lovers energy coming through on this deck is gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is a very endearing, long-term romance that's over time. I mean, this is a very much older couple for Lovers. There's a choice to be committed to a certain thing, to transform and allow for rebirth to happen. Requires a commitment rather than an arm wrestling match going on. And commitment to the Queen of Pentacles and allowing the High Priestess through. Now, when I see this, this is like Gogs and Mrs. Gogs big time coming up. Now we're going to go into this deck. What is this? This is the state of play. This is the game. This is the state of the game right now, state of the world. He's commenting on something about how it's too competitive and we've forgotten about this. This is like, don't worry about what's happening. Worry doesn't serve. I'm going to show you he's really in there. He's talking about the state of the world, how institutions and things that have been, structures that have been built for a long time are being torn down and broken down. Really, really broken down, and people needing to move on. The Six of Swords is leaving the choppy waters for peace. Again, committed to peace is coming in. Committed to peace is huge right now. There's things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about that are necessary for this fall to happen. The battling needs to cease. There's a different way to win the battle. King of Swords comes through with death. This is coming through with a sword of justice, the sword of truth, big time, and the transformations happening here. And then the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Coins. This one always comes through and reminds us to know our worth, know our value, know what we have. Know what we actually have and what we want and how we want things to be stacked up, and know that we have enough and that we are enough. And then this comes through and says, let go of whatever it is that's unfulfilling, unsatisfying. I think it was my daughter that I was telling about this card. And it's like if you were to go to a party and they would offer you, maybe they offer you grape soda and you've had 15 glasses of grape soda. You're just done with it. You don't need any more grape soda. You're done with that. You're done with it. Whatever it is, you're done with it. It's time to move forward. Okay, Gogs, let's get to it. The lovers need to remember. The lovers need to remember what's going on, protect what's important and cherished. Lovers need to remember to protect the cherished items, and that everything happens in cycles and seasons. Everything takes some time. The time, the seasons for death, for living, for moving, for warring, for fighting, it all has its time and place. The lover's time, the committed and devoted energy, the devoted heart is what's the time that is beyond beginning and end, beyond when we arrive and when we go, is this energy and this commitment and this devotion for love. It's how it must go in order to move forward. There is a commitment, an equal offering. There is a treasuring and a protecting of what is important and cherished, and protecting without selfishness or greed. Loving with wild abandon. Coming in and celebrating the joys with the family is hugely important. Celebrating with the family you create, celebrating with the family that still understands who you are. There's lots of talk these days of cutting people off, cutting off family disconnect. There needs more talk of family connections that matter, and accepting people where they are, accepting where you are in your journey, and accepting that your brother's journey may not be the same as yours, and that's totally fine. It's different. It's allowed. It's different. They have their own field to plow. They have their own row to dig, to plant, to grow. They have their own lessons. They'll do their chop wood. They'll do their chores. They'll do their time, their efforts, their lessons. That nobody gets out unscathed, and everybody has lessons to do. Often we think that people aren't carrying a heavy load, or we don't see the heavy load. Give a little patience. We don't always know what others carry. There is cycles, there's seasons and times. Allow what is for you to be protected. Take care of you and the version of you that you are in now, but allow for love to extend beyond the circle while still holding the boundary of what is priority and important to you. Anything else? He's just saying, leave the choppy waters behind. There's time. It's hard. It's time to put the axe down and go and sit down, sup with a friend, have some drinks, have some food, have some time to enjoy with each other. It's time to put the axe down, put the workload down, take a moment, take a breath, honor the history of where you've been, and honor them who sit at your table too, even if they are different from you. They have walked a difficult path themselves. They've been doing chopping. Just because they're in a field far away, you don't see them chopping, doesn't mean they aren't doing the work or their work, and it may be different than yours. Honor their work, honor their chopping, honor their effort, honor their gift, whatever they're bringing for the occasion. I'm getting references to Thanksgiving, and I'm getting references to this moment in time as if it is a big party and a big bash that everybody is coming to, and it's more than just a Thanksgiving day here that we celebrate. No, everybody is bringing something forward in this era of time. Everybody is playing a role, learning different lessons. Everybody is bringing an offering forward in a huge, huge way. We're all meeting up, and you think about big family gatherings, big family reunions, all of those kinds of things. Everybody has had their own struggles and their own challenges. This has been a difficult year, a difficult season for many. Everybody is bringing something to their table, doing the best they know how, the best they can, Honor whatever their offering is. Honor the way they bring it forward in the way that you can. It does not mean losing yourself. It means honoring self and also honoring your brother to stand right beside you. This is huge. Honoring the offerings of the others. Breaking out the good china, breaking out the good stuff. Protect what it is, the treasure. Treasure it, honor it, and bring it forward for the other. And allow for this cycle to continue. Allow for more growth, more expansion to continue. Your brother chopped the wood in his own field. Your brother did his own chores. He may do something different, but your brother chopped the wood in his own field. Don't doubt that he has his own load to carry, and don't diminish what has been your path in any way. It's you each walk your own path. It's important to know. It's important to remember. You've all been on board. You've all been in this boat. The choppy waters need to come to an end, and it needs to be moving towards peace now. This is what's coming forward. What I'm seeing in front of me is like the pewter steins, the old pewter beer steins. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing a table and pewter plates all spread on this table. There's a hearth, and it's just Goggs and Mrs. Goggs preparing. It is a watershed moment that we are now in and about to experience, many of us. It's coming up big. It's more than just the personal. It's bigger than that. But that's the imagery that I'm giving to get to you. So that's what I've got. Wow, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's what I've got. That's the message from Goggs. So there you have it. Yeah. And little brother's doing okay. So for those of you that know Chad, little brother's doing okay is what I'm getting. Just a minute. That's what I'm getting. Chad would always ask about Goggs and the reads with Goggs. But I'm getting that an acknowledgement. Little brother's doing okay. Referencing Chad. Referencing time is bigger than the line that we're on or the line that we can see. All right, I'm going to let that just be for now. So, yeah, let me get some water. That was a little bit unexpected, but good. Just a little unexpected. Yeah. Yeah, I said Chad, but it's not your Chad. It's a different Chad. My sister has a son named Chad, but Chad is a friend of mine who passed away this year. And that was the acknowledgement that little brother is okay. So, but yeah, I mean, your Chad is probably okay too. Yeah, it's interesting, the circles of names that will repeat. So there's a few different Chads, there's multiple Stephanies, there's all kinds of things going on. So yeah, that's what we got. Okay, I think that might be where we leave it for today. Is there anybody else on the list? I want to make sure that anybody who's paid for a reading has received their reading. And I think that we're caught up. Anything from Yana? We can check. Give me just a minute and we'll check and see what Yana's got to say. Yana also likes that Anna Kay deck. She likes that one quite a lot, but we'll see. We'll go to the Lumicella deck for just a minute. Anything else? Okay. You're saying it's okay, take your time. And Yana comes over here, and I don't know if Mindy, if you're in the room, Yana is definitely the one that is ancestor related on mom's side. She's definitely related on that side of the family. And I think she's further back than our genealogy goes. I think she goes back to late 1300s, maybe the 1400s. But she's saying, Yeah, it's okay, little sister. That's what she's saying. It's okay, little sister. Okay. These are cards coming in. And you know she reads these very different than tarot ever reads. Okay. Okay, she's here. It's a big push. It's a very big push right here. Now you need to know, it takes a lot of little things to make the machine work. It's a big push. It's a gathering of time, a gathering of lessons. It's a gathering of lessons and many, many to do the big push going forward. We'll fix this, okay, so you see. This is like the lady, take the time, take the time, take the time. Gather the things, gather the items, gather the lessons, gather the knowings. It's time, a little lesson here, a little lesson there. It's the time, needs to move forward in big way. Takes a lot of people to do big push, a lot of people to push wheel forward. It's like you guys take a cars, we take a wagons. It's like a big push. Yes, everybody go, everybody go. Many wagons go, go, go. We travel, we go in the many wagons. And it's time to go. If somebody's wagon is stuck, we have to go. We have to fix the wheel, lift the wagon, fix the wheel, then put the new wheel, and then everybody go. Move as group is big push. Many friends required to make big push happen. It's time to move forward. Time to move forward in new way. It's this little picky pick, do, little at a time. This little at a time adds up. Many. Yes, yeah, like the many hands make the light work. Yeah, it's very much like that. Oh, Mindy, you pay attention. The many hands make a light work. You know your mama say. You know. You know, mama would say, it's a time to help the little, it's a time to help the things move forward. It's a time, yes, see, and go, see, not so wrong. The lovers come in, it's commitment, it's love, heart's desire. It's not just, oh, my sweet darling. It's also my family, also the group, also love for other person. Time to move forward. It's take a lot of power to make miracle, lot of power to make magic, lot of power to move group forward. It's big important. Is it like the story? Yes, everyone knows the story. Old story, but a good story. Is it like the story, the sown soup? Is like everybody put in the carrot or the potato or the meat, whatever. Everybody put something in. Everybody do the little to make the big wheel move forward. Many everybody's have gathered. Many everybody's come together. Feels like heart has been broken all year. All year, heart has been broken. So many challenges, so many hard. It's like whole year is bitter winter. Even in summer is bitter winter. Even in summer is more stone soup, more contribute, more carrot, more potato. More things need to go into soup. More till everyone contribute to the stone soup. Till everyone look to feed each other. Till everyone look to help fix the wheel. Till everyone realize wagon broken up front means everybody behind cannot move forward. Wagon broken up front means everybody has a broken wagon. If you move forward, it takes a lot of courage. This card of passion, people get passion and lover's card so kablooey. It's a wrong meaning. It's a wrong understanding. It needs to be choice of heart, desire of heart. Passion in a good way with courage to move forward, courage to change a wheel, to bring a carrot, to do the thing that must be done for the other, for the neighbor, for the Joe down the street, for the whoever. It's time. Let's go back. Let's see. See? Yeah. His little sister is okay. You see, you cannot get away. You cannot get away. You see lovers. God show us lovers. Is come together, make the choice of the heart that is important. Commitment, devoted hearts. Devoted. Move forward. This is how you get to be the old couple connection again. this one, it's okay. It's not so major right now. It's just say, okay, have this stuff you need. Have this stuff, have these strings, have the buttons, have the things you need. Have the carrots, have the potatoes, have the stew. Have this stuff you need. Is lovers, is aligned lovers. They need go forward. Aligned lovers, devoted heart, move forward. It's like God say, love your brother. Your brother do the work. It's like God say, chop wood, chop wood, chop wood. All the time God's chop wood. But it's like the Susie say, the many hands make the light work. It should say to Angie all the time, many hands make the light work. It's time for group, gather group to move forward. Gather group to lift wagon. When a big thing happen, big accident on the road, people lift the car, people lift the wagon, fix the tire, move forward. It is a moment. Easy time, then they celebrate, then they happy, everybody get to move forward, everybody rescue from car, everybody happy bellies, big food, happy, DC calm. That's it. She's saying human beings tend to come together really, really good in a crisis, and they remember to help take care of each other. If we see somebody in a car on fire, we see on the news, and somebody goes in and we see the best of humanity coming forward in those moments. When we love our brother, when we love our fellow man, when we contribute to whatever needs to be done, this is the time that we help move things forward. She's comparing it to the whole group of travelers moving forward. Whether you, like in Utah, you'd maybe call them pioneers. With Yana, she would call them travelers, like the gypsy caravans of people, the certain families that would move forward, the travelers, the groups of people, whatever was the lead wagon. If it had a problem, then it needed fixed, and then everybody would move. They wouldn't just leave somebody behind. You'd move forward as the group. So that's what's going on right now. And there's a big push for everybody to contribute. She sees what's going on in the world right now, and people are committed to the devotion of the heart. The higher call, the choice of the lover's path, is to follow the desire of the heart, the devoted heart. This is our higher angels looking out for us right now. This is us being angels to each other and looking out for them right now. This is huge. And this has come up. It came up in this twice. It came up in Gogs's once. It really is. The devoted heart. What are we devoted to? What do we commit our heart to day in, day out? How are we leading our life and sharing with others in a way that they will be lifted, that we are all lifted together? This is what the huge lesson is. And that's where it takes passion and courage. That's complete. I can't put it any plainer. But that's what Yana had to say. Yeah, the answer is always love. It is the ultimate force in the universe that makes things expand, makes things grow. It is always the answer and the power, the force, and the thing that unites us. So that's what I've got. So that's it, I think, for today. I think I will leave it there, and I'll be back on Wednesday at 11. But I think that I'm going to call it right there. That was a gorgeous, gorgeous one. Thank you guys for being with me today. This was a fun read today. Fun to see. Fun to have things that come through, even if they're unexpected. It's always fun to see the things that come through and the readings that we do. Thanks for being here with me. Have a great day. You too, sis. Have a great day, sis. Much love to you all. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.